Welcome, viewers, to tonight's Nightmares Unleashed, a trilogy of terror. Dive into 3 terrifying tales from the depths of nightmare, a chilling collection that will haunt your dreams. Each story, meticulously crafted, promises to take you on a journey through the darkest corners of fear. From ancient curses to endless corridors, prepare to be entranced by the shadowy realms of the night. The Shadow Watcher begins on a deceptively quiet night, setting the stage for terror. At the edge of the bed, a figure looms, its presence barely perceptible, yet overwhelmingly sinister. This is no ordinary shadow, but a watcher in the night, a harbinger of nightmares yet to unfold. As the night deepens, the shadow whispers into the dreamer's ear, its voice a sinister promise of unending nightmares. Each word is a thread in the tapestry of fear it weaves, drawing the dreamer further into a world where sleep offers no escape, only an entrance into terror. With every passing night, the shadow returns, its form growing ever closer and more menacing. What started as a distant figure now looms large, a constant presence that fills the dreamer's nights with dread. The line between sleep and wakefulness blurs, leaving them trapped in a cycle of fear. Desperation sets in as the dreamer seeks help, only to be met with disbelief. Friends, family, even professionals dismiss their story as just bad dreams, leaving them to face the nightmare alone. In their isolation, they turn to research, hoping to find answers and uncovering instead an ancient curse entwined with their family's history. Desperate for a solution, the dreamer began a frantic search for answers. Late-night research sessions led to the discovery of an ancient curse entwined with the roots of their family tree. It was a tale of betrayal and a vengeful spirit, seeking retribution across generations. This shadow was the embodiment of that curse, haunting their lineage. Armed with this newfound knowledge, the dreamer prepared to confront the shadow. They crafted a plan, gathering symbols of protection and ancient incantations believed to ward off evil. As night fell, they stood at the edge of their bed, the air thick with anticipation. The confrontation was not just with the shadow, but with centuries of fear that had plagued their family. The battle of wills that ensued was unlike any other. In the dream realm, reality bent and time warped. The dreamer, wielding the power of their ancestors' knowledge, faced the shadow. It was a struggle of mental fortitude, where each had to outwit the other, navigating through nightmarish landscapes and illusions conjured to instill fear. As the fight reached its climax, the shadow's true form was revealed. It was not just a mere specter, but a manifestation of the dreamer's deepest fears: insecurity, loss, and the dread of not being remembered. Understanding this, the dreamer's resolve solidified. They channeled their courage, confronting not only the shadow but their underlying fears as well. With a final act of bravery, the curse was broken. The shadow, now just a whisper of its former self, was banished. As dawn broke, the dreamer awoke, a profound sense of peace enveloping them. The nightmare that had haunted their family for generations was finally over, leaving the dreamer with a newfound strength and a story of triumph over darkness. With a heart pounding in determination, the dreamer channels all their courage into facing the shadow that has tormented their nights. This ethereal entity, a mirror to the dreamer's deepest fears, looms large but feels the strength of the dreamer's resolve. It's a moment of reckoning where fears are confronted head-on. As the battle of wills unfolds in the dream realm, reality and nightmare blur. The dreamer, armed with the knowledge of their ancestors, pushes against the shadow's oppressive force. It's a dance as old as time, a struggle between light and darkness, where only the strongest will prevail. The revelation of the shadow's true form marks a pivotal moment in the confrontation. No longer an abstract terror, it embodies the dreamer's personal fears and insecurities. Understanding this, the dreamer's resolve hardens. It's not just a fight against a nightmare, but a battle against one's inner demons. With newfound courage and the wisdom of their research, the dreamer manages to break the ancient curse. The shadow, once a formidable oppressor, is now banished. This victory is more than just defeating a nightmare. It's about overcoming the fears that have held the dreamer back. Waking up, the dreamer finds a sense of peace that had been elusive for so long. The night is no longer a time of dread, but a canvas of dreams waiting to be painted with hope. This triumph over the Shadow Watcher marks the beginning of a new chapter, free from the chains of fear. In the dream, the old hallway seemed to stretch into infinity, its walls lined with countless doors. Each door promised its own brand of terror, yet an inexplicable force urged the dreamer to explore further. The whispers in the air, barely audible, seemed to beckon from the hallway's unseen end, enticing the dreamer deeper into the mystery. Curiosity overcame fear as the dreamer opened one door, only to find a room filled with mirrors. Each reflection twisted reality in a disturbing way, presenting nightmarish versions of the dreamer's self. The room felt alive, each mirror a window into a realm of twisted possibilities that questioned the very fabric of reality. Another door revealed an even more personal horror, a loop of the dreamer's worst memory, playing over and over. The dreamer was trapped, forced to relive their deepest regret with no escape. It was a cruel reminder that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are those we carry with us. In a panic, the dreamer ran down the seemingly endless corridor, desperately seeking an exit. But the hallway stretched on without end, each step forward seemingly taking them further from escape. It was a maze without a center, a puzzle without a solution, embodying the very essence of hopelessness. Just when all seemed lost, a mysterious figure materialized, offering a way out for a price. The dreamer, driven by instinct, refused. There was a determination to escape this nightmare on their own terms, to find a way out without succumbing to sinister bargains. This decision marked a turning point, a refusal to be defeated by the endless corridor's psychological torment. In the depths of the endless corridor, a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows, offering the dreamer an escape from this nightmare. The price for freedom was left unsaid, but the air hinted at a cost far greater than one could imagine. The dreamer's heart raced, torn between desperation and suspicion. Refusing the shadowy figure's ambiguous offer, the dreamer's resolve hardened. They knew there had to be another way out, one that didn't involve dubious bargains. With every ounce of courage, they turned away, the figure's ominous presence lingering in the air, a silent testament to the challenge ahead. The endless hallway, with its haunting whispers and deceptive doors, seemed to stretch into infinity. Yet the dreamer pressed on, driven by an unwavering determination to break free. Their eyes caught a glimmer of hope, a door different from the rest, hidden away as if it held the secret to escape. Taking a deep breath, the dreamer approached the hidden door. With a leap of faith, they stepped through, not knowing where it would lead, but hoping it would be their salvation. The decision to trust in their own instincts over the seductive promises of dark entities marked a pivotal moment in their journey. Awakening from the nightmare, the dreamer found themselves safe in their own bed, the horrors of the corridor left behind. Yet the memory of what they had experienced lingered, a haunting reminder of the strength they found within themselves. The corridor's terrors would forever be etched in their mind, a silent scream in the night. In the dead of night, the house began whispering secrets, chilling tales that seemed to seep from the very walls. Initially, curiosity gripped the dreamer, compelling them to listen intently to the dark narratives that unfolded with each passing hour. These were not simply old house noises, but a communication from something unseen. As the nights wore on, the whispers evolved from mere stories to demands, seeking the dreamer's undivided attention. An ominous presence filled the air, and what once was a curiosity became a haunting reality. The boundary between sleep and wakefulness blurred, with the dreamer unable to discern where one ended and the other began. During the day, the dreamer discovered strange markings etched into the walls, symbols that resonated with a malevolent energy. It became clear that these were not random acts of vandalism, but part of a dark ritual. The realization dawned that the house itself was alive, thriving on the fear it instigated. Determined to end the nightmare, the dreamer delved into the history of the house, uncovering tales of ancient rituals and forgotten lore. This knowledge led to the heart of the house, a room untouched by the passage of time, where the air felt thick with the residue of past ceremonies. Armed with chants from ancient texts meant to reverse the ritual, the dreamer confronted the core of the house's power. As the final words were spoken, a heavy silence fell. The whispers ceased, and the oppressive presence lifted. With the ritual undone, the dreamer was finally free from the house's grasp. In the dim light of the early hours, the dreamer noticed peculiar markings etched into the walls. They were symbols, seemingly ancient and sinister, clustered in corners and along the baseboards. The realization dawned that these were not random acts of vandalism, but part of a dark ritual, a tangible manifestation of the house's malevolence. The air grew heavy with the understanding that the house was not merely a structure of wood and stone, but a living entity. It thrived on fear, drawing strength from the nightmares it induced. The dreamer's heart raced as they pieced together the horrific truth. They were living inside a predator. Determined to break free from this cycle of terror, the dreamer delved into the history of the house. Dusty tomes and ancient records revealed the origins of the ritual, offering a glimmer of hope. The solution lay in confronting the house's dark heart, a task that chilled the dreamer to the bone. Armed with knowledge, the dreamer navigated the twisted hallways to the core of the house, a room untouched by the passage of time. Here, the air was thick with the echoes of chants long forgotten. The walls seemed to pulsate with a sinister energy, awaiting the confrontation. With a voice steadier than expected, the dreamer began the reversal of the ritual found in the ancient texts. Each word vibrated through the house, disrupting the malevolent energy. As the final syllable was uttered, a profound silence enveloped the space. The nightmare ceased, and for the first time in what felt like an eternity, peace was restored. Armed with knowledge gleaned from ancient texts, the dreamer courageously confronts the heart of the house, a room seemingly untouched by the passage of time. Amidst the oppressive silence, they chant the reversal of the dark ritual, their voice steady but filled with determination. As the final word is spoken, a palpable shift occurs. The once menacing whispers fade away, and the house, now just a structure of wood and stone, falls eerily silent. The nightmares that had once seemed endless are finally silenced, granting the dreamer a long-awaited peace. This brings us to the end of our trilogy for this evening. We hope you have enjoyed our cautionary tales. If you would like to see more of our horror stories, please like and subscribe to our channel to enjoy more terror tales. For now, sleep well, viewer, and we hope to see you next time.